It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we've got the Seahawks rocket arm quarterback. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Seahawks and the Falcons, and it comes your way next.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They're led out by a man who's already taking a little bit of heat, Charles, their 5th-year quarterback.
Obviously, this is not the way he wanted to begin his tenure here as the starting quarterback. 0-2 to start the year. And this is a fan base that's not going to stay too patient if the losses continue to pile up, especially since he was not their first choice to take over this year. So this is an important start because you cannot fall to 0-3 and expect to be a playoff team in this league.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 25 carries, 71 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Looking to throw. Alexander. A pass underneath for Carson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Again, it's Carson with another catch. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Seahawks at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run it with Carson. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough To keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Alexander. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On the delay, here's Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Alexander. This is the tight end Fant. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Noah Fant. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are once again back in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Alexander throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Back to throw. Alexander. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is Carson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. On 1st and 10, Alexander dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Forced out to his left. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the...
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Been a decent start. Following the fumble recovery, Alexander. And this will go to Carson out wide. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now it's Carson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Carson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Alexander. A quick throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Back to throw. Alexander. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. Looking to throw. Alexander. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That one is slain complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Alexander. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Alexander. Catch is made by Metcalf. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Operating from the gun, Alexander. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Alexander. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And you think he personally... Throwing on 1st down. Alexander. That's caught over the middle by Fant. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run again with Carson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Alexander. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Penny. Oh, look at the juke. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up? And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks go coast to coast. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 26. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Carson. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that. The Seahawks take back over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is going to lose yardage here. Third down, now even tougher. Third and hard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Carson. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Alexander. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.